Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm MFJJ and we're going over a commonly asked question, which is what sights fit in the new Mathews bows? There's a little bit of back and forth about certain ones that some people claim fit that don't. Most sights fit, first off, that are dovetails. And some with direct mounts will actually fit reasonably as well. It just depends on how big the base is. But number one, your bridge lock, which is an Excel Mathews labeled sight, is specifically designed for it. However, this dovetail is the exact same dimension as far as the fitment here as every Excel dovetail. So any Excel sight will go right in there without any problems, but we're gonna actually stick it in just so you can see how it fits. So we've got maybe 3x33 in front of us. And just good. Just a little bit of room up and down, probably more than it really needs, but at least it's got a tolerance enough for it. So that slides in and out with ease. Next up, we're gonna try here. The only one I couldn't round up in the shop because we didn't have any was an HHA dovetail. And then if it's another brand outside of that, I'm not really aware of it, so I apologize. The Option sight from Option Archery in Montana. We're gonna try that. They say it fits, so it should, but hey, let's just go ahead and check. Can't hurt anything to find out, right? Okay, so they say this fits, but there is a crap ton of room in here. Like, I don't know if this would bother you as far as your fitment's concerned, but it looks like there's a very large, significant amount of space. Now, because it's small and dovetailed, I'm sure you could cram the screw down and force it over, but that's a lot of room. I don't know if that would be negative or not, but it does technically fit in the hole. So, but that's how much room there is in it, just so you know what you're looking at. Next one up, we're gonna grab a Spot Hog, which I know fits because that's what we put in Dan's, but just to check how well it fits, here's a Hogfather. Take a little dovetail bracket off. And that actually fits pretty good. It's not quite as tight as the Excel, and I think what you're running into is it's not as wide here. It's got a little bit of gap here, much like the Option. The Option's a lot skinnier down this way, so it doesn't fit quite as good, but it should work without too much of an issue. And I want to say the XL, the Fast Eddie XL dovetail, has the same width here and here, so it should fit the same. So there's a reasonable amount of room in there, more than the Excel fits, but it does fit, and probably wouldn't have any negative side effects, but it is looser than the Excel, I would say. Making sense because they made it for an Excel. I've got a CBE CX5 here, carbon sight with a dovetail. Oh, I need to cut this thing. Safety off, unlock, voila. Maybe I just need to pull harder, be smarter than the package. All right, so this guy, I have not even looked at one of these. Let's see here. Carbon rod. It does fit, but once again, this is a lot like the Option where it's got a crap load of slop in it. So could you put it in there? Yes. Does it fit snugly? No, not at all. But it is small enough to fit in the hole. So at least there's that. So that fits. Now we're on to just the regular XL dovetail, just to confirm it's exactly the same, which it is, but until you stick it in there, you just never know. So we're going to go ahead and check that. And this is off of one of their Target sights, but their dovetail should all be the same. And yeah, that is the best tolerance fit, easy. Like the amount of room up and down isn't very much. So they truly designed this hole for that part, if you want to get into the brass tacks of it all. And then there's one more that I'm getting comments that claim fit in this bow, which is the black gold, which Mathews specifically before this launch told me it doesn't fit without me trying it, so I was already pretty confident that it doesn't. But this is your standard original Dovetail, not the wing truss. Kind of looks a lot like it, but it does not fit, not even close. It's way too fat. And your wing truss definitely isn't going to fit, right? It's way too big. But, and just to prove it, this is what I had to do to their Dovetail here to make it fit. So, I can guarantee there is not a black gold sight that will slide in this hole, but this little Dovetail right here does. And actually fits tighter than everything else. So it wouldn't take them much to modify these to actually make them work, and they're in the process of trying to do so since the launch, and they found out their stuff doesn't fit. But so we can settle it here right now. Black gold doesn't fit. Let's hope they change that in the near future. But that's every sight we had. I'm sorry we didn't have an HHA or a sword to check, but that's every sight that I had in my store that had a Dovetail, and that's what fits in there and that's what doesn't. And how loosely or snugly they fit. Some of those would make me a little uncomfortable, but it could cause no problem, so maybe there's nothing to worry about, but that's my 2 cents anyway. Let me know what you think. Hit like, hit subscribe, get down in the comments, tell me, ask me questions and feedback. If I get questions about other sites, I'll test them and try to reply back in the comments that they don't fit or don't, or how loose they are. Head on over to podiumarcher.com. Check us out over there. $99 and up is free shipping.